Brighton College Curiosity Shop.
Hello everyone, my name is Sunsun and I am year 1. I would like to know why we need music. Thank you.
Sunsun, that is an amazing question, and thank you for asking it. When I first heard I was going to be asked a question this week on a Friday afternoon, I did think, is it going to be a bit of a Mission Impossible? But actually, the question you have asked is a really, really good one, and it's quite an open-ended one, and for different people, they might have different answers. Now, if I turn the question around and ask you, imagine life without music, to me, it would be flat. Excuse the pun, but it would be dull. There would be no colour, if you like, no emotions, because music is a bit like speech. It's something we recognise quite early on in our life. We can understand whether a piece of music is happy or jolly and lively, and it can excite our emotions through that, or we can recognise whether it might be sad and fill us with different emotions. And of course, those emotions we can remember through our life. We might put a piece of music to something that happened in our life, and we remember that time that we heard that. So music has this power. It's a power that is unlike anything else, really, to me. And if we think about it, music is in our lives all the time, from first thing when we wake up to the radio, here listening in the car, if we've got the telly on, if we're watching a film, even if we're watching sport. You might even hopefully hear a cheer and a chant from the Norwich City team this weekend when we play Watford, you never know. Music is important to raise spirits, isn't it? And that's why, certainly with the recent Olympics, we heard lots of music going on and national anthems when they're receiving their medals as well. So music has this incredible power. And I mentioned 10 brilliant reasons why you should learn a musical instrument in a letter that went home last week. And when you're back in school, you'll see lots of posters about that, about why music is important. I'm going to have a little help now from some of the colleagues and students of Brighton College to answer this amazing question. So thanks again, Sunsun, for setting it.
Why do we need music? What a great question. Well, we all listen to music all the time. Some of us hear music without even realising. Some of us play musical instruments like myself, and there is a huge enjoyment that comes from making music. Music can lift our spirits. It can put us into a mood, and ultimately music is great for the soul.
Thank you for your question, Sunsun. I'm Pear in year 13 and I'm currently studying A-level music. So, music floods the brain with a chemical called dopamine, and dopamine is the chemical in the brain which makes us happy and is also associated with motivation and reward. Music, therefore, can be used as a mood enhancer. Additionally, music can be used to bring back memories in the elderly with Alzheimer's disease. Lastly, music therapy can improve memory, relax muscle tension, and lower blood pressure.
Why do we need music? I want you to imagine something. I want you to imagine that you have learned a really good dance, but there's no music. I want you to imagine you're watching a really, really amazing film, but without music. Can you imagine you're playing a video game, but there's no music with it? Imagine you're on a really long car drive. What do you want to do in a car? You probably want to listen to the radio, listen to some music and sing along. You can't do that. Even everywhere you go, think about the shopping malls, think about even when you're going in an elevator, there is music all around us. We need music because without it, I think the world would be a really boring place.
Hi, Sunsun. What a very clever question. Why do we need music? The only way I can answer that question is by why I need music. So I've got 5 props here for 5 reasons that I think that I need music in my life. So number 1, I've got my trainers. Music gets me motivated. So in the morning when I want to go for a run, I pop in my headphones, and without that music, I don't think I would get one foot in front of the other. So motivation, music gives me motivation. Second one, something called escapism. So music, if you're feeling perhaps a little low, or you're feeling that day that things aren't going as you expected them to, then sometimes listening to a piece of music can give you a lovely sense of escapism, which is when your imagination can go to another place, maybe a happier place. Kind of linked to the next one, which is memories. Music is linked a lot of the times to memories in our life. So happy memories, maybe like this one, or perhaps memories that are a little bit sad. And by listening to music, that can help us understand our emotions. Contemplative. That means thoughtful, thinking about. So some pieces of music really make me think about things in the world that perhaps I don't understand. Last but not least, and I couldn't find a party popper, but joy. Music should be joyful. Music should be something that we celebrate with and that gives us a smile on our face.
Thank you for your question, Sunsun. We need music as it brings people together and allows you to express yourself in a way that you might not be able to do through words. It can also improve your confidence and resilience and is a creative outlet which, whatever culture or background you're from, everybody shares in common. Thank you for listening and stay curious.
Thank you. Goodbye. And remember, stay curious.